Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Slightly Entertaining. Today, we are detectives and we are going to be solving a true crime case, an unsolved murder mystery.
Ooh,
Putting
real?
our skills to No, I don't think it's real. I don't
Okay.
believe it's real, but I'm going to try our hand at some, detectiveness
Yeah.
because
So I feel my big brain on today.
detective podcasts are kind of popping off all the true crime and all
know,
that kind of stuff. They're
yes.
huge, so we thought we'd hop on the bandwagon and do our
Some
own
true
little
crime.
spin on true crime. But
And we're dressed for the part as well, which
Yes.
other podcasts
they
might
don't
not
really do.
be. So
Yeah, we really commit
we do.
here at Slightly Entertaining.
do.
We do. But before we get started, the
Yes.
National Today of today.
Of
So
course.
there's a lot that's happening. There's Mount Everest Day,
Okay.
National Alligator Day.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
World Digestive Health Day.
Oh.
Yeah, and I was just learning about the digestive system at uni.
Yeah.
There's learn about composting day. So,
Oh,
you can
interesting.
take today to learn about the importance of
Interesting.
composting. World Otter Day.
Oh,
Very
love
cute.
otters.
And then the last day today is Paperclip Day.
Paperclip
Yes.
Day.
So paperclips were designed by a Norwegian inventor named Johan Vala.
Oh.
Used as a symbol of Norwegian resistance to Nazi German occupation during World War II. So they're actually very significant. Yeah.
Yes. Paperclip Day.
And so in Norway they have a 5-meter tall paperclip to remind
5
them.
meters.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Yeah, I know. To remind them of this whole significance. But yeah, we have a little bit of history with paperclips.
We do.
I don't really know why, but in our French classroom, like whenever we get like a paperback or something, there'd be a paperclip, and we make it into a heart.
Yeah.
And we made this like heart chain.
We were in different classes as well.
Yeah.
Because like we were in different French classes, but we were in the same room. So we'd like whenever we'd get a paperclip or whatever, we'd like link it together and then we'd hide it somewhere in the classroom. So that when like the other person went into French that day, we'd go find it. And it came to the point where I don't know about your class, but I had a small class as well. Like our class was way smaller than yours for some reason. Everyone hopped on, like everyone started because I told everyone, and so everyone's like, oh, like we need to find the paperclip. Like where is it? And they're like, is it behind here? So it just became a thing.
Yeah.
It was so funny.
So yeah, that's Paperclip Day today. We can celebrate
Especially
that milestone in our friendship.
But now we're onto some serious matters.
Yeah, now we've got to get to the true crime.
Yes. I even bought resources to help me. All detectives have a good notebook and pen to take down notes.
Yes. All right.
I'm ready.
Whoosh. All right, we are back.
I've titled my page CNK Open Case.
Yeah, this is Carmen and Keisha Incorporated, where we solve all these mysteries. So yeah, I found this file online.
Okay.
So I can't promise it's going to be amazing.
Okay.
Can't promise we're going to be
fine.
able to solve it.
That's
we're just going to try it and see what happens.
We'll put our thinking caps on.
Yep. So
we'll see how well we do.
The case is called Figure Out Who Whacked Jack.
Okay.
Who whacked Jack?
Who whacked
So
Jack?
I'll read you the little report. They've given like an excerpt from the newspaper.
I'm writing down notes. I got it. Don't worry.
All right. Huggin greenskeeper murdered with a 5-iron. 5-iron's probably important.
I don't know what that means.
It's a golf club.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So a 68-year-old Huggingham man, I'm assuming Huggingham is where he's from, was found murdered in his own backyard early Saturday morning. So he was discovered by police while responding to a 911 call he placed. He was apparently beaten to death.
So he called 911.
Yeah.
So we're in America. Okay, yeah.
Beaten to death with a 5-iron golf club.
Hang on. Called 911, then he was beaten to death. Got it.
Mr. Lumbersky has been the head greenskeeper.
Greenskeeper?
Yep. For the country club.
Is that just like a gardener?
Yeah. Like he looks after the golf green.
Oh, okay, got it.
Come on, golf.
Okay,
golf yeah. So at the country club, sources say Lumbersky, who moved into the neighborhood just a few months ago, had been in heated dispute with some of his neighbors over a tree he recently had cut down.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. So he
cut down tree.
Recently moved and cut down someone's tree. Interesting. So revenge ?
Yeah. Could be revenge.
Yeah.
Although new to the neighborhood, Lumbersky had developed a reputation as both a meticulous landowner and a bit of a curmudgeon.
I don't know what that means.
Like a scallywag.
Oh, okay.
Or like not scallywag, like a mean person.
Mean. Okay.
Often heard yelling at the neighborhood kids to get off his luscious carpet of Kentucky bluegrass.
Oh, okay.
That Kentucky bluegrass.
Got it. Yelling at kids.
When Carl Spackler, new name, Carl Spackler, who worked for Lumbersky at the golf course, was asked about his late boss. He said Lumbersky was arrogant, condescending, and hard-nosed.
Got it.
But he sure knew how to keep the course in great shape. I'm sure the fairways will miss him. Man knew his way around a golf course, but Jack's people skills...
Suspect. I'm putting him under suspects because you never know.
Jack's people skills were well below par. The golf analogy there. He'd been divorced 4 times.
Oh God.
And was estranged from all 6 of his children, said Pam Chatterley, front desk manager at the Hockenham Country Club. And then Detective Lewis Sprower is currently questioning 3 suspects, all of whom are Lumbersky's neighbours.
Well, we're Lewis.
Oh yes, us.
Are we Lewis?
Yes.
Okay.
We're the detectives.
We're the detectives. Yeah. Common in case you're not Lewis.
Yes, not Lewis. If anyone in the vicinity of Maple and Spruce Streets have any information regarding the case, please call us at 555-4321. Yeah.
That's our number, everyone. 555-4321. Give us a ring if you need any help, by the way.
Yeah. And so, would you like me? I might give you a visual description of the guy, and you can.
Okay. Yeah.
You know how you do that.
Let me fill in his profile. Yeah.
Right. So kind of from the chest up, it's a man. He's looking kind of side on, and he's got a collared shirt on, like a collared polo shirt. Keep going.
He's got a. How can I draw that from side on?
Like he's kind of looking over his shoulder at you, at the camera.
I can't draw the. Oh. So I'm just gonna draw him face on because I can't draw him side on. Okay.
So polo shirt, collared polo shirt.
Collared.
He's kind of giving Donald Trump, but not quite. The gaze is Donald Trump-esque.
Okay.
He's got wispy, kind of gingery brown hair. They're decently full head of hair for a man of that age. He's got a pursed smile, so you can't really see his lips. Very thin lips. Not really smiling, just like the corners of his mouth kind of pop up. And he's got a scowl on his face. His eyes are not very happy. And the nose, relatively large, but not huge.
This guy looks happy. Hang on, how do I make someone look angry?
Like he looks a little bit, not quite angry, like he's got a little bit of a cheekiness to him.
Okay, I have cheeky.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I don't know if you guys can see that. Maybe you can zoom in.
We'll pop it on the Instagram. That's what he actually looks like. I don't think it's too far off.
Oh no. Please. Yeah, we'll put this under our files. If you're curious, under the files that we have, we'll put it on Instagram for you guys.
Alright. And so the next picture we have is kind of how he was found dead.
Okay, yeah.
I'll just describe this one for the podcast.
Yeah.
Basically, it's on what I assume is the golf green.
Okay.
We've got our friend lying down.
Lying down.
There's blood coming from his head, from his nose.
Okay.
And the golf club is lying on his stomach.
So, oh wait, we already know the weapon was a golf club.
Yeah, we know it was a golf club, and we can tell from this picture he was hit in the head. And since there's blood on the golf club, it was hit with a golf club. It wasn't accidentally hit by the ball, because that could have been a possibility.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, and this was at 7:07 a.m., July 22nd. And the next piece of evidence we have is a transcript of the 911 call.
Oh, okay.
Which was 4:04 a.m. So, do you want me to enact the call for you?
Yeah.
All right. 911, what's your emergency? I was just getting dressed for work and I hear this loud bang on the side of my house. So I look out the window into my backyard and now it's dark out, but I can see some moron out there pitching golf balls at my house. Did you say he's hitting golf balls against your house? Yeah, that's right. I can see him right now. I can't tell who it is. I think he's got... Is that my 5-iron? We'll send someone right out. It's 29 Maple Street, right? I have an officer nearby. Yeah, that's... Loud crashing sound. What the? Sir, is everything okay? That bastard just sent one through the window I'm standing at. Are you okay, sir? Are you injured? Don't think so, but there's broken glass everywhere. Sir, please back down away from the window. What the? I don't believe it. He's teeing up again. Sir, please back away from the window. I have a squad car in the area and it should be there in just a few minutes. I can't. I've got to take another look. I think I know who. Well, slap me silly. It's that Dingleberry neighbor of mine. And now he's yelling something. What the? It's your neighbor? What's he saying? Not sure. Hang on. I'm gonna holler at him. What in the Sam Hill's wrong with you? What? No! Sir, are you? That's not my problem, Dipstick. What? Look, I don't care that you planted that tree when it was seed. Get over it. Look, Nimrod, I was half on my property, so I was well within my... Oh, forget it, dispatcher. Are you still there? I'm still here. I'm going out there to straighten this out. I should have known it was him. Sir, I'm not so sure that's a good idea. If you can just wait until the officer... Lumbersky doesn't wait for nobody. I might be an old stuffer, but I can take him on any day.
Oh my
You
God,
might
this
want to
guy.
send an ambulance for the butt sniffer putting divots in my Kentucky bluegrass, though. Sir, Can you tell me who it is? Sir?
What? Okay, firstly,
Thank you.
great
I was
reading.
really feeling the character there.
Also, what are we needing to solve? He saw the neighbor.
Which neighbor?
The one that he got revenge.
We
for
need to
cutting down the
find
tree.
which neighbor.
Oh, we need to know which neighbor it is.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So clearly, yeah, what's happened is the
It's
neighbor is...
the neighbor whose tree was cut down.
Yeah.
Is what I gathered.
Probably.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he beat him to death with a 5-iron.
Yeah. The neighbor beat this guy to death.
Yeah. But this guy doesn't seem very nice.
No, he doesn't. I'd beat him to death.
Okay. That's not the type of what we're promoting here at Carmen
It
Keisha
was
Incorporated.
It was just.
All right. Last kind of piece of evidence before we
Okay.
get into the case studies
Yeah.
is a letter.
A letter.
Yeah.
Do you know what specific kind
The law offices of Havisham, Reyes and Murphy.
of? Okay.
June 6th.
June 6th.
Yeah.
Okay, so quite a bit back.
Mhm.
Okay.
Well, dear Mr. Lumbersky, pursuant to the request of Martin Park, Sam Williams, and Jerry Anderson, this letter hereby prohibits removal of the maple tree which, according to the surveyor's report, is the joint property of you and 3 aforementioned parties. So there are 3 suspects. Martin
Yes.
Park, Sam Williams, and Jerry Anderson.
Hang on.
Hang on, it'll come later. The
Say
profiles.
their names again.
Martin Park,
Martin Park,
Sam Williams,
Sam Williams,
and Jerry Anderson.
Jerry Anderson.
So he wasn't actually allowed to cut down the tree because
He
it was
wasn't,
all
yeah,
of their
so-
property. As of writing of this letter, said tree is not diseased, nor does it currently pose a threat to life or property. You are within your legal rights to remove whatever branches hang over your property line. However, the tree must remain in place and unharmed.
Okay.
According to Mr. Park, when he
Okay.
expressed all of the 3 property owners' objection to you removing the tree, you replied that you didn't give a rat's patootie. Are you okay? And
this
promised
guy.
to bring a few branches to his next gazebo party and shove them where the sun don't shine. This guy ain't very nice or very
He's not.
eloquent.
What's his name?
Lumbersky.
Lumbersky. Like, rude.
Very rude.
Anyways.
So the 3 neighbors have retained...
We're supposed to remain impartial on this. We're
Oh,
not
sorry.
supposed to have anything. Yeah.
The 3 neighbours have retained my firm for legal counsel regarding this matter. Prepare to file a lawsuit against you should you ignore or deviate from the prohibitors mentioned within this letter. Consequently, we hereby request good faith response to this letter as soon as possible. So he cut down the tree, and he's at risk of a lawsuit.
Yeah. He killed himself.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Put that down as a possibility.
Yeah. And he wanted. Okay. Let me
It's a frame job. He framed
frame
the
the
neighbor
other guy. Yes,
so he
that
could
he'd
get out
go
of the
to jail.
lawsuit.
But I don't know why you kill yourself for that. But sure.
Yeah.
So impartial. Okay, so this is theory 1, right?
Theory 1, yes.
He committed suicide.
Yeah.
So he took his own life.
Yeah.
Right? And he did this to avoid lawsuit.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And then he also framed the neighbor
Mm-hmm.
by staging that whole thing.
Mm.
Basically. Yeah.
Theory 1. That's a good theory.
Good theory. Good.
All right. So yeah, we've got our 3 suspects.
Yeah.
So Sam Williams is like a, I'd say young adult, African man.
Can I see what they look like?
You can see what they look like. Yes.
Okay. Yep. Sam, Jerry, and Martin. Understand.
So Jerry is like a typical white 60-year-old man. I'd say 50 or 60, and then Martin Park would be an older Asian man. They all look quite normal. So our next piece of evidence is from the Huggenham Police Department. Sam Edward Williams, middle name Edward. I don't know why that would be important, but he's on Spruce Street. So one of the neighbours, obviously.
He's on Spruce Street.
Yeah, and then
that's Sam.
Sam's on Spruce Street.
Okay.
And then Lumbersky is on Maple Street. No martial arts experience, no military experience.
Okay.
He owns a gun,
Okay.
but obviously he didn't kill him with a gun. He was
Mhm,
killed with a golf
Yeah.
club. I'm not under investigation.
Mhm.
Yeah, but he's been a general manager for 6 years.
Okay.
Um,
Do we have a map of their neighborhood?
we don't. We'll have to construct that ourselves.
Okay.
But it says date of incident 7/22/22 of July.
Yeah.
Time of incident 4:15 a.m.
What
Which is
incident?
the death
Then what was the 7:07?
when he was found.
Oh, that's when he was found.
Yes.
You gotta be a bit more specific when you give me information.
So
then 4:15 a.m. was when he died. What we
Presume,
figured.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So this is what Sam has to say. I grew up in this neighborhood and everyone always got along before Jack moved in. The first week Jack, the jerk Lumbersky, got here, he decided my above ground pool, which had been there for a decade, was too close to his property. He actually had a guy from the town come out to measure. It was about a foot too close, and Lumbersky had the audacity to make me take it down. And when I went to move it, it fell apart. I only get the kids every other weekend since my wife left. Oh, he's 36. There we go.
Oh, okay, there we go. Hang on. So his pool is on that guy's property?
No, it was just close to Lumbersky's property, and Lumbersky didn't like that.
Close. So does that mean the streets are like parallel and then they're facing back to back with each other?
Must be something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And when I went to move it, it fell apart. I only get the kids every other weekend since my wife left. And now when it's hot, they'd rather stay at mum's and swim in her pool.
Oh, I feel so bad.
I also had just finished restoring my dad's old 1964 Mustang. His 80th birthday was coming up, and I wanted to surprise him by pulling up at it at the assisted living facility he's at and take him on a little road trip. But that's not going to happen now because when Lumbersky had the tree chopped down, a huge limb fell on top of the Mustang and flattened it.
Oh no! Oh, that actually breaks my heart. That actually breaks my
We know
heart.
how much you love cars.
Okay.
So
continue.
when he asked what he was going to do about it, he said it wasn't his problem, but he thought it looked better as a convertible anyway.
This guy.
He sounds like a bit of a jerk.
I'm impartial, but like, as Keisha, the normal podcaster, I don't like this guy.
Okay, and he goes, I definitely had beef with the guy, but I didn't want him dead. Not really.
Okay.
And then his whereabouts at the time of the incident was he was asleep by myself. Hopefully that doesn't make me guilty considering it was 4 a.m.
Okay, so at the time his alibi is that he was sleeping.
Yeah, pretty much that's the alibi.
You know what? Fair enough. 4 o'clock in the morning, I'd be.
But the way he says it sounds like he was trying to,
Okay.
Hopefully that doesn't make me guilty.
The car was ruined by a tree branch.
Yep.
So possible motive for the revenge.
Yep.
Right. Okay, I understand. And he's going through a bit of an emotional time.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. It could be emotionally motivated. So the next guy is Jerry Anderson.
Jerry.
He's 49.
Okay.
He was sound asleep when that crusty old man got himself killed in his own backyard. Ever since he moved in, he acted like everyone else's property belonged to him. Before he had even unpacked all his horses, boxes.
How did you read horses?
The writing is cursive.
Oh. I was like, huh?
Okay. Before he unpacked all his boxes, Lumbersky had one of his guys from the country club take down my wife's azalea bushes while we were at work. Said he had every right as he was allergic to the bees they attract. The only thing he was allergic to was displaying common decency.
You know what? I agree.
She was in tears for days.
Aww.
Also, my wife's now battling skin cancer on and off for the past few years, and having all that shade in our backyard from the maple tree, the one he just had chopped down, meant so much to her. So once again, at Jack Lumbersky's hands, my wife is beside herself. I was fast asleep last night at 4 a.m. Sorry I can't be of more help. What happened to him wasn't right, but as nasty as that man is to everyone, I can almost see how someone could lose it and want to whack that miserable bastard.
The tree seems to be important for everyone's life.
Right. Yeah, it was quite an important tree.
Okay.
And so his alibi is that his wife was asleep next to him.
Okay, yeah. Sleeping with wife. Oh, sleeping with wife next to him is what I meant.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Right. And the last guy, Martin Park.
Martin. Why are you? Let's see.
Our 11-year-old son Toby had been away at camp the past couple of weeks, and while he was gone, I built him a tree house as a birthday surprise in that very maple tree Lumbersky wanted to chop down. I, along with a couple of my neighbours, had a lawyer prohibit him from doing so we figured that took care of that, but we were so wrong. When my wife and I brought Toby back from camp on his birthday, we drove it into the driveway to see the tree, along with Toby's new treehouse, torn down and strewn all over the ground. You cannot Again, cursive.
Yeah.
You cannot even begin to imagine how upsetting that was for all of us, especially Toby. Lumbersky was a cold, heartless man, and I know I shouldn't say this, but I'm almost glad he's gone. We don't recall hearing anything out of the ordinary last night.
What was he doing?
That night?
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't actually say where he was.
Alibi? Question mark. I see.
He just says the person who can confirm your whereabouts on the date and time of the incident, Lisa Park's spouse, she was sleeping. You can say he was sleeping.
Who?
Martin Park.
So his wife was sleeping?
His wife was sleeping, but he wasn't.
Time?
And
Toby?
Toby's nowhere to be found. I'm assuming Toby's asleep. Oh, and then the last little piece of evidence we have is on the log of the tree. I assume there's a picture of the log of the tree that was cut down. It just says Lumbersky sucks.
Cool.
So with that, what do we think?
Let me draw a picture of that tree with the Lumbersky sucks.
All right, let's revise our theories.
Is that all we have?
That's all we have. So I don't know how interesting that was, but we've laid out all the information.
Let me just tell you everything I have, right?
Yeah.
Basically, we know that this guy was murdered at 4:15 a.m., right? After he made a phone call at 4:04.
Mm-hmm.
And during that phone call, there was a neighbor in his yard who was throwing or hitting golf balls at his house. And then he went down to go deal with it, but that's where he was murdered, presumably by a golf club.
Yeah. I just remembered some piece of information.
Yes.
So there's some moron out there pitching golf balls at my house. That's a direct quote from Lumbersky.
Mm-hmm.
And then before, in the information, it said, didn't it say he was yelling at kids?
Yeah, that's like what he was.
Bit of a curmudgeon, often heard yelling at neighborhood kids to get off his luscious carpet of Kentucky bluegrass.
Mm-hmm.
And what did he say at the end of that phone call? The Simper's putting divots in my Kentucky bluegrass. Kids. Which of our suspects has kids?
Toby.
Exactly.
Maybe Toby did it.
Maybe the parents weren't involved. Maybe Toby.
11-year-old Toby.
Or he didn't mean to, obviously.
Okay.
But he went to hit golf club. Like, he just went to hit golf.
With his friends.
Or just went at night to hit golf balls at this guy's house because he was mad about his treehouse and all that.
Yeah.
And then somewhere in between something, he ended up, Lumbersky ended up dead. I reckon Toby's involved.
Possibly.
Do you see where I connected the dots?
A good shout.
Yep. But
Saturday morning.
Just looking back at this call, I think this call is the biggest bit of evidence. It says, I don't care that you planted that tree when it was a seed. Get over it.
We don't know who planted it. No one said whether they planted it, did they?
No, but we can see who maybe has lived there the longest.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know if we have access to that information, but I mean, I think the Jerry Anderson guy would have been there the longest.
Maybe by his age.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't know. Or maybe he was just being rhetorical when he said, look, I don't care that you planted that tree when it was a seed. It doesn't sound like it. Who would have planted? Because that's basically identifying the killer, right?
How? Why?
Whoever planted the seed.
Yeah.
Is the one who was out there.
Oh, yeah.
Whoosh. All right, so we've swapped files. We're going to take a little bit of a ponder.
Yeah. We're going to look, and by the time you come back, hopefully we've got some information. We'll update you guys.
Yeah.
Okay, we're back after much deliberation, much thought, looking back on our notes at the evidence, and again, and we don't know who it is.
No. We have some theories.
Okay, so number one was, and I'm pretty sure we said this, but we maybe think that he might have killed himself and, maybe staged the call, maybe, placed all the evidence there and whatever to frame one of his neighbors. Who? We don't know. He didn't care, just one of them, because he was just mad about the lawsuit. Second theory was, we've kind of semi-ruled it out now, but we were thinking maybe it's the 11-year-old child, Toby. And we thought maybe he, murdered him by accident, though. Not
Yeah, like he was just angry because his treehouse got cut down. So
And
he's like,
so he was
I'm
plaguing.
gonna go hit some golf balls at this guy's house.
Yeah,
and then
that's not how an 11-year-old sounds.
maybe
I'm gonna go hit some golf balls at the house. And then
yeah.
and then the guy came down, and then he got scared, and so he like just hit him, like, as you know, as a response, right? Fair enough, you know. But he did say, like, on the call we were looking at it, and
Yeah.
the way he was describing like his neighbor outside and whatever, I don't think it was a kid.
No.
Like, he would have said kid.
But there are some key bits from the call that we picked up on.
Yes.
So let me just go through that. Is the main thing Kentucky bluegrass.
Mm-hmm.
So they did mention he yells at kids.
That's why we thought maybe
it was
Toby, but we're not sure. Yeah.
It also says, I don't care if you planted that tree when it was a seed. Get over it.
So yeah,
that's the main bit of information we got, is whoever planted the tree
is the one that killed him. But we didn't have anything in each suspect's file that would have directly pointed it to, they planted the tree. Our third and final theory is that it was Martin, who, if you don't remember, he's the next door neighbor, so like directly next to him, of Jack, and he's the one who, that's Toby's father, and who wanted to build the tree house. And we thought maybe because he's like an arborist, so he has experience, maybe he planted the tree. But yeah, that's basically what we have. I don't know if we're on the right track. I don't know if I bet you there's like something that we've missed. Like there's some sort of link or something
I'm just looking.
that we've missed. But now there's like what? Like we want to find out what it is. I really wish we had the thrill of like finding the link. Like, oh my god, yes.
You know what we missed?
What?
Is the person who killed him wrote Lumberski sucks on the tree after they killed him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So I don't know who would have written that. Lumberski sucks.
Anyone. They all hated him.
Yeah, but the vocabulary
sucks. Are you going back to the 11-year-old Toby?
No.
Please.
All right, no. There's a little bit of an answer key. We're gonna work through it, and maybe something will click as we're going through.
Yeah. Oh, maybe it'll just reveal us the answer. Well, she like really like, you know. Like,
I'm invested.
Yeah.
Sorry we couldn't solve it, but you know,
damn it.
We gave it a good crack.
Yeah, we did.
So we're saying Martin out of the three.
Yeah.
Doesn't feel right.
You know what? Let's just say Toby for the content.
Yeah.
Toby. 11-year-old Toby did it.
All right. So who whacked Jack? Prove it below to solve the case.
Okay.
Which of these items is needed to solve the case? Newspaper article, picture of Lumberski, 911 call transcript, lawyer's letter, suspect, corkboard. I'd say the call transcript is the most important thing.
Oh, what's the most important? Yeah.
Yeah.
What is it now?
Which line?
Tell me what time. Show me what's happening.
Okay, it says the 911 transcript. What about it? Which line has a necessary clue?
Oh, it's like helping us. Wait, show me the options. I don't know.
All the lines. Which line has the clue? Which line is the clue of the It's the one about the seed.
Okay, yeah, the seed one. Is that an option?
18. Looks like you're on the right track, detective.
Got it.
Which other item is needed to make your case?
Okay, yeah.
Newspaper article, picture of Lumberski alive, picture of Lumberski dead, lawyer's letter, suspect court board, picture of stump. So basically, we're on the right track with whoever planted the seed.
Yeah.
So we need to figure out from these things who planted the seed.
Yeah.
So we can rule out picture of Lumberski alive. That obviously doesn't show.
Picture of dead.
That doesn't show who planted the seed.
Yeah.
Suspect corkboard. That doesn't show who planted the seed.
Was the corkboard literally just their pictures, like not their actual files, right?
Oh,
does it mean their files?
I think it's just a suspect corkboard, which doesn't tell you anything.
Okay.
So then we've got picture of stump.
Okay.
Lawyer's letter, newspaper article. So the picture of the stump, it doesn't say. I mean, you can count the rings in the tree.
Where was the picture of the stump?
The last thing.
I didn't scroll that far.
Well, that's your fault. You can count the lines in the tree.
Wait, but is that just a random picture of a tree that they put?
You never know.
Can I see? We're not counting those lines.
I'm counting the lines. Please hold. I kind of lost count, but I'm going to say around 40.
40? Wasn't like the oldest person... How old was the oldest person?
49. So
you're telling me the guy planted when he was 9 years old?
He could have. He could have lived in the neighborhood his whole life.
That's true. Who was 49?
The Jerry, which is not even one of our suspects.
That you just felt like Jerry was okay.
He just didn't feel sus. But it could be.
Okay.
Because no one else could have planted a tree that's 40 years old. So that's information.
Information, yeah.
And he was in the Air Force, military experience.
That's what I said. When you said it's not Jerry, I said no, but he's got experience. Okay. Number 4, Jerry.
Mm-hmm.
Keep going.
Sorry,
Keep
sorry,
going.
sorry.
Okay, keep going to the quiz.
So are we what? Like I'm just looking through the other options. Like what could it be?
Just go with the rings for now and see if we're on track with that.
Mm-hmm. Who was the killer? Yeah, that's the next question.
I told you we should have gone for the newspaper. I feel like it would have given us a little bit more
Would it have told us if it was wrong?
help. I don't know.
Let me try again.
You're scaring me because I can't see the laptop.
Okay, so first thing, 911 call transcript, check answer.
Yeah.
18, we said.
Yeah.
Looks like you're on the right track,
Yeah.
detective. What if we go newspaper?
Just try
article?
the newspaper now.
That wasn't it.
Oh, okay.
So it was.
So it was
the
thing.
tree,
Okay,
which
okay.
means it has to be Jerry.
It has to be Jerry. Are you
'Cause
telling me after all that it was just because I didn't even see the picture on the thing? Like, as in, I didn't know that existed.
Well, it means I cracked the
Why
case.
didn't you tell me there was an actual picture?
Because if you scroll down, you would have seen it.
Oh, I thought
You solved the case. We did it.
Oh my god.
High
Was
five.
it Jerry?
It was Jerry.
That's so underwhelming. After all my notes and stuff, it was just because I saw it. I didn't even see the picture.
But that's clever.
No, I'm
She's mad that she didn't
I'm
solve
mad.
it. I got it.
No,
I got
I'm
it.
mad because you didn't tell me there was a picture.
I literally said the last thing we have is a picture of a tree stump that says Lambersky sucks, and you drew it.
I drew it because I thought you said there, as in there was a tree that said that. You didn't say there was a picture
I
of it.
said there was a picture.
Okay, but I didn't hear that you said there was a picture, and I didn't know that we had the picture.
If you scrolled down, you would have seen. See, the tree has 40 rings, so it was a seed 40 years ago. Only suspect alive over 40 years prior was Jerry Anderson. Ha! Whoa! Whoa! We did it,
That was an underwhelming case.
but we still did it. We went through a bunch of theories and we got it.
So it wasn't Toby. Oh, I wish I'd seen that there was a picture of the stump. Like that whole time. You know, that whole time I didn't know that was there.
Well, you
Until
could have
you
looked
just
if you
said it.
scrolled down.
I swear I scrolled down.
Well, maybe you're blind. Maybe you're dumb. But we solved the case. Well done.
Yay.
All right, that's been this episode of
That was
Slightly
actually fun,
Entertaining.
though. It was
That got heated, but you know,
I wish it
things
was
usually
like
do.
more than that.
I know. Well, this is just like a mini taster. So if you want us to do one again,
I reckon we should. I reckon we should have this as like a reoccurring because this
I
was
reckon
fun.
this was fun. We'll do this. We might do this again. Well, this is our take on a true crime podcast.
Yeah, we'll do this. We'll come back outfits and all, guns.
Yeah. Detective Harmony Kisha Incorporated.
Yep.
We'll do that.
Signing out.
This is DJ Cumin and MC Key signing out. Good night.